up, everybody? My name is Evan, and this is not Odell Beckham Jr. Turns out, not all black people look the same.
It doesn't, and you know what? I'm barely with us today because I was out a little bit last night.
Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley's here. Welcome to the Hollywood Beatdown, where he was out partying with some of the biggest names in Hollywood last night, and people mistook him for Odell Beckham Jr. This is hilarious. Let's start the show fired up. All right, so you went to the ESPYs,
Yep.
and I saw you look good. The suit was great.
Hey, you know, I had to turn him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck him up a little bit.
How much you pay for that suit?
Whew. Well, let's just say this. So people could have got a vehicle about that.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, it was expensive.
After the show, you went and you partied with everybody.
Yeah.
Tell me some of the best stories.
I mean, some of the best stories to me is just how much people really appreciate MMA.
Yeah.
So when you got other celebrities and other recording artists that know you and they came up and talked to you because of your sport, to us, we're the same way. We're like, oh man, that's LeBron, that's freaking 2 Chainz,
Yeah.
da da da. So when they come up, hey man, what you been up to? How you been doing? Then all the MMA fighters came in. I'm like, oh my God, because I'm so used to being the only one.
Right.
So then John Jones come in,
Right.
then Amanda Nunes come in, but those guys don't recognize how much recording artists and other celebrities love fighting. So
Yeah.
I took John over to meet 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, he loved MMA, dog.
Yeah.
He was at my
2
World Title-
Chainz.
LeBron A&R his whole last project.
Oh, that's cool.
So they were turning up.
What did you talk to
came.
LeBron James about?
He loved fighting too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he talking about fighting and just chilling out. And then he came into the party, and then when LeBron came into the party, everybody's like, oh, LeBron here.
Right.
And, you know, I'm just like, all right. I just met him last week, even though it's still kind of a big
Did
deal.
he
But
know
anyway.
that you weren't Odell Beckham?
Yeah, he came up to me and said, hey, man, what's up? Good to see you again. So that tells me that he recognized me last weekend.
Right. Any crazy stories? Like, what's the
Craziest,
thing?
okay, thank you.
Okay.
The craziest story of the night
Yeah.
was YG ass.
What happened?
YG was performing, right? As he was performing, he said, y'all need to quit being uptight. And why you keep looking at me? He was like, I don't like when people stare at me and make me feel fucking weird. You acting weird. If I came to your sporting event, I'm gonna be jumping around cheering and yelling. So y'all ass better start cheering. I'm talking about, I know they didn't know the song,
Right.
but people felt threatened of their life. So everybody started dancing
So
and
he
turning up,
he
going
threatened
crazy.
the crowd to cheer?
Oh my God, I'm like, shit, it's kind of weird around here.
Was it fun though? Good show?
It was fun, definitely.
Good performance,
Good
all
showing.
good night?
And they, you know what? A lot of people wanted to get in. They couldn't get in, but I understand why. It was just enough space to be packed,
Yeah.
but you didn't have to worry about a drink falling on your super expensive shoes.
Yeah. All right, it's time for Tyron's favorite segment. It's called?
On the real, though.
Okay, on the real. Did you see the video of Malik McDowell fighting a cop?
Let me see it right quick, though.
Okay. Malik McDowell, NFL
23.
player, drafted in 2017, second-round pick of the Seattle Seahawks, got into a physical altercation with a cop in Michigan, and we got the whole video. He scrapped with this guy. The guy shot him with a taser. He pulled the taser out and continued to fight with the cop anyway. Watch this. They go inside. He tries to place him under arrest because he wasn't listening to any of their commands, right? He was saying, like, you know, stop moving, put your hands behind your back. And the guy
Knocked
resisted.
over a bag of cheese puffs.
It's
Damn.
about to get crazier. So he comes in, and this guy's 6'6", 300 pounds, and the officer is not.
Get down! Get down!
So the officer's trying to instruct him, get on your belly.
On the fucking ground! Get down! On your stomach! On your
That's a
stomach!
taser, by the way, he's holding and pointing at him.
On your stomach or you're gonna get tased! On your fucking
And
stomach!
he's not listening to any of the commands. He's
get
saying,
That dude look little, though.
he is. He's not a big man.
He right up on him. He don't want to do
So
it.
here he goes. Ready? Watch this. Here
Get
comes
on
the
the
taser.
ground! Get on the ground!
What is he asking
He's
for?
trying to tell him to get on the ground. He keeps saying, I want your supervisor. There is no supervisor. It's me and you. I need you to get on the ground. I need you to get on your stomach. Now he's got the taser in him, right? He shot the taser. Watch this. Rips the taser out. Gets up.
Oh, now you done fucked
now,
up.
Now you
done pissed me off. God, he stood up there, looked like a goddamn 3D effect.
Yeah. This video is
I ain't laughing at the fact that he's
crazy.
fighting the police guy.
So eventually, backup comes in and they help take this guy under,
Under arrest?
Yeah, they end up, taking him.
Could they fit him in the car afterwards?
Yeah, but it took 5 or 6 cops to get him into the car. Look, at the end of the day, nobody got hurt. The guy
Yeah,
didn't get
I'm- you
shot.
know what?
the
I'm glad
cop
he didn't get shot.
hurt. Everybody's okay. A lot of people are giving credit to the police officer because they're saying there are a lot of, especially, look, there's a racial component to this, right?
Yeah.
Big black guy, tiny white guy.
And he
They're
gave
saying
him a lot of chances.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say something. I'm joking about it because it looked ridiculous him getting thrown around like that.
Yeah.
But in reality, I do think he gave him many opportunities. I don't know what he locked him up for in the first place, but he gave him many opportunities to
Yeah,
get his ass on the
tried.
stomach, hit him with the taser.
Look how many cops took him outside.
Now imagine if you're the
6
police
cops.
officer and you hit him with the taser, right?
And then he pulls
And
the
then
taser
he
out.
like, man, get that shit out here now. You like,
know.
do I gotta shoot this motherfucker? If I shoot him, I'm gonna be on the internet.
I know.
Like, God
because you remember, you got adrenaline going through your body, and all of a sudden this guy who's 6 foot 6, 300 pounds is coming out, you're like, raw! I'd be like, oh shit, get me out of here.
He might have to get one in the kneecap.
Yeah, anyway, I say, for me, props to the police officer for getting out of that situation. Nobody got hurt. You got him
For
into
that,
custody.
he gets props.
For that, I think you
For
get
getting
props.
thrown around, he don't get props.
Yeah. That was the part of the show where Tyron gets to punch somebody in the face and pat somebody else in the back. But I'm just going to throw this one up to you, and you can tell me if they deserve the punch or the pat.
Got it.
Ben Askren. Ben Askren fought Jorge Masvidal, got knocked out in 5 seconds. The quickest knockout in UFC.
Masvidal, Ben got punched.
He got
already
kneed.
got that.
He got punched too. Yeah.
He got punched 2 pieces after that.
Yeah.
And I think you pat him on the back for the way he took it. You know,
Yeah.
you talk a lot of stuff. You kind of build this fight up, and then you get knocked out, and then the way he took it and say, you know what, kind of deserve it, man. I was talking mad shit, but
Ben's your good friend, right?
yeah,
You
I
guys
mean,
know each other for a long
the
time.
good thing about it is, you know, hindsight's 20/20. Had he went out there and smoked Masvidal after talking all that shit, we would have been praising him.
Right.
But you know, you lose.
Oh, I'm not talking. I don't think you should be talked down upon for promoting the fight. I think they did a good job of bringing interest to the fight. People wanted to see that.
Yeah.
You say what you got to say.
Ben's
to
always
promote
been
a
like
fight.
that though. Ben used to do that in college.
Yeah.
When I used to coach
I
him,
believe that,
like
yeah.
he used to walk up to dudes at the weigh-ins and be like, "Are you gonna wrestle me today? Or are you gonna run around like a little bitch?" Like literally at the weigh-ins.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, like, don't do that bullshit, man. What are you doing? He's like,
Yeah.
man, Tyron, I'm not out here to play games. I'm out here to make these people wrestle me. So he's always been that way. So
All right. So if he's watching right now, what's your message?
Ben probably is watching right now. But Ben, hey, you've been a world-class fighter, world-class athlete for a long time. You know, you've been on the delivering end of many, many great performances. Obviously, this is not going to define you. You lost in wrestling before, came back and, you know, was a Heisman of ours is Dan Hodge, but that's the Heisman Trophy.
Right.
Won that twice, and that's after losing to a guy like 5 or 6 times. So
Yeah.
he'll be fine, man. As long as he's not injured, you get no orbital fractures. Probably a little bit heartbroken, a little bit embarrassed, but, you know, I've been there before, too. You'll heal up.
Hey, as a fan, Ben, I want to see you fight again soon, man. I know this was a rough loss and that sucks, but I think you're a really good fighter. I think you're an interesting personality. I'd love to see you back.
He brought some pizzazz to the division.
Hey, you see they had
I
all
was
these
just fucking
polls.
everybody up for a while.
I know.
You know, nobody was wanting to talk nothing.
They had all these polls about that card, and that was a sick card all the way from the top down. And I saw that his fight with Masvidal was the most highly anticipated fight on that
Yes,
entire
it was.
card. That's because Ben, you know, helped promote the hell out of it. He's
sure,
an interesting
for sure.
guy. I mean, Jorge's great too. I don't want to take anything away from Jorge. Amazing. But I hope to see Ben work his way back, get back into that conversation toward the top of the welterweight division again.
Boom.
All right, that's going to do it for us here at the Hollywood Beatdown. Tyron, tell the people what to do.
You guys are on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to TMZ Sports. If you're on Facebook, slide over to YouTube, subscribe to TMZ Sports, Hollywood Beatdown, more bomb-ass shows.
Yeah, and make sure to go to the ESPYs gallery. You're going to see Tyron in there with that sick suit I was talking
know.
about. Do
I
you keep
pimped on
it?
it.
Do you keep it? Just have it in the
I
closet?
gotta
now?
keep it, shit. They tailored it. I
I
can't
know,
take it
but
back
what do you
now.
do now? Where do you wear it to next?
I can't, damn. You know what? I'm gonna have to give it to my son, or I'm gonna have to cut the cloth up and make headbands.
Yeah, hey, that works
Dolce
too.
and Gabbana headbands on eBay right now for $300 a pop.
See you next week.